Hey guys, so continuing in the vein of the tips content that we've been doing and sort of going over things that I get asked a lot about, one of the things that I get asked a lot about is BR draft strategy. And so far to start the year, been very fortunate and kind of locked in, start the year 50-0 in Battle Royale, 5 times flawless. Now, I want to preface that stat line, the numbers, the win-loss, by saying a few things. One, it's not been a pretty 50-0. I've broken it up over the course of many, days. I know it's only been out for however long, since 14th of March, but I play every day for like 8 hours a day. So it shows you only 50 games in BR for someone who doesn't have collections done. I've taken it slow. The number one thing I can recommend the most before you even do anything about draft strategy is take your time, break up your runs. Don't try and sit and do a 10-0 straight through. I don't do that. I haven't done that this year. I'd like to do 3, 4, maybe 5-0 max and then split it up. And Diamond Quest is the great warm up, especially on GOAT or Legend, whatever warm you up better. Hop in, play the sweeper one time on the pipeline map and you'll be all right. But anyway, I break it up. Plus I've had many comebacks. I'm someone who tilts. I get it. So like I get tilting, but you get hit with the nonsense. The thing you need to do is stop the bleeding. BR, stop the bleeding. So many comebacks. At least 15 of those 50 games, I was down 2-3-0 in the first inning. One of the games I was down 5-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the third and ended up winning on a walk-off. So it's just like, it's a lot of luck, because even with skill, the ball has to drop. I want to say that. Don't hold any expectations to being some sort of, don't expect you need to go flawless straight through the first 10 games or 20-0, whatever. It's not realistic. I've caught a nice string of luck, but I will explain to you guys my thought process when drafting, and I won't do like a redraft a million times because that's just not really great. You need to know what to work with your drafts. You can redraft if you want, and I will tell you after I'm done with the draft if I would redraft this team. But we're gonna start off right now. We got a 99 to start off with, right? There are only 2 99 players in the game right now that you can get, position players, and it's Beltran and Gil Hodges. Now I've been fortunate to get Beltran a few times, but for my first 2 runs, first two flawless runs, I didn't have Beltran, so I didn't have the 99. I had Lindor, and I think I had J-Ram after that. But yeah, usually you'd want a switch hitter. He wouldn't be bad. Jimmy Rollins, especially a very good position. Mickey Mantle would be a fantastic first-round pick if Gil Hodges didn't exist. Now, I know he only plays first base, so you could make a case that the value Mickey Mantle would give you, or even J-Roll, surpasses Gil Hodges. But you don't argue with these stats. These stats, I'll tell you what they are. They're auto home runs in Battle Royale right now. They're auto home runs. So for me, it's hard to not take Gil Hodges here. So I'm going to take him. Now, next up, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Glaber, fantastic bat. Love the card. Tyler O'Neill can play a decent left field and has a ton of power. But for me, it's Bregman. Third and second base are important positions, especially second base, with very well-rounded offensive attributes. So there we go. 2 down. Next up, I have this is also a different account, by the way. This is my alt account. I currently have a 1-0 going on a BR run right now, and it's very good on my main account. I don't want to ruin that team. It's got Beltran, whatever. I'm familiar with this type of round. Hyosung Kim, always, forever. He plays an elite second base and an elite shortstop too. And he hits pretty well. He's got a great swing, enough power versus righties, not much versus lefties, but enough versus righties. And he's got a good enough swing to make it work versus lefties, but his defense is irreplaceable and his speed too. So it's going to be Kim. And guess what? We're already pretty strong up the middle, right? We could even put Bregman at second if we need, and we got Kim at shortstop, which I'm expecting in this draft right now, after drafting Kim, that I'm expecting him to be my shortstop. I'm not expecting to get anybody better than him. So keep that in your back of your mind when you're drafting. Now this round, Dozier is not a bad second baseman for what he hits, like for being a silver with that much offense. Jordan, I like him, but I don't like drafting DHs. DHs is a spot that fills up naturally. I don't draft a guy and go, that's going to be my DH. I let that fill up. Because you're going to have a card on your team, you're going to have some issues, you're going to have a logjam, and you're going to need to solve that with the DH being open. So I would recommend not drafting for a DH early, or planning for that. So Dave Parker, good card, but later rounds type card. This one's a little tricky. So if I draft Dozier, I'd be comfortable with him at second base. The times that I have drafted him, I think twice so far, both times he either was on the bench or he DH, but I think he was on the bench because we didn't end up needing him. Jordan's like a must, but he can't play the field. Dozier could play the field in a pinch. These two guys cannot. So there's also Joe Kelly, who's a very good bullpen arm at this point. And this is where it comes into play, the bullpen tips. Here's my order of priorities, my depth chart here for BR drafting. It depends on which one is first between defense and pitching, depends on the lineup. If I'm going to take away a little bit from my defense to try and get more offense because my offense is that bad, pitching is going to be most important, and vice versa. If I have not a lot of pitching and I have to rely on defense and offense, then I better have 9 guys in the lineup that I can hit with to make up for it. I had a draft, my most recent run, I had 0 pitching. I had 2 lefties. One was mediocre. One was pretty decent. But otherwise, I had no lefties. Pitching was just weak overall. So I had to score a million runs. I happened to have Beltran and some guys, so it worked out. But here with this draft, I don't feel like it's a bad decision to go with Joe Kelly here, just to kind of iron out the pen first. Diamond round. Joe Mauer, not a bad catcher, but I will tell you why I won't go with him, because there are some silver and even bronze catchers who are very, very good. It's a waste of a pick in my mind. Braun, I like a lot. I think he'll play an okay left field for what you'll get in BR, and he will mash. And other two, they're pitchers. I don't really recommend going with diamonds, although in my last one I had Raleigh Fingers. I had no other choice. The round was terrible, but Raleigh, I don't regret taking him because he's one of my best pitchers, and I knew he would be well. He'd do well for me in BR, which he did. So this round, I don't go Joe Mauer. Again, take all this with a grain of salt. If you're not good with like Ryan Braun and you're much better with Joe Mauer, then obviously take him. But I'm just saying, like, for me, this is how I evaluate it. So all that considered, Braun. Interesting round. He has pop time, Alvarez, which is very important to have. And he has some pop. Merrill Kelly, don't be fooled by the pitch mix. He's kind of readable, not great velo. Bobby Witt is interesting. All the quirks in the world that he has on his live series, but the numbers aren't really there. He's decent versus lefties, and he's really fast with a good arm, but he can't really play the field. So there's Bobby Abreu, who plays a very solid right field and can hit okay versus righties. I wouldn't be opposed to taking Bobby Abreu here because he would be a pinch hitter, and at worst, a guy who starts in the outfield just to up the defense that will be replaced later by a pinch hitter. Alvarez seems to be the overall best pick because he's got decent stats, he can hit for power, and he's got pop time. All this is to be taken with a grain of salt, though. If you can't hit with two of these guys and you can't hit with one of them, take the one you can't hit with. But for now, I think I'm going to go with Alvarez. This is an easy round, a very easy round, I think. Even though Mike Cameron's a pretty solid center fielder for a gold card, well-rounded offense, Ellie, low reaction, not good, but the gold after one parallel level in the field. Crazy strong arm, insane speed, with a great swing, and he kills righties. Easy pick. Ellie. Now I've locked up my middle infield. And for some reason, if I pull somebody even better for shortstop, I could maybe be flexible with Ellie, but I'm okay with Ellie at shortstop being pretty decent if Kim is at second. Now this round, Lars playing up. This is where inside edge will make a difference. Jacob Young is an incredible defender. My lord. Wow. This is Michael Waka is not bad with that pitch mix. And Lars Newbar is playing up. But this is where you just lock up your defense. 99 reaction, fielding, 95 speed, 74 arm. I don't care that he can't hit righties. Even though the contact's not that bad. And he's decent versus lefties. And he could bunt. He's got a 95 bunt rating with a 50 drag bunt. That's a BR menace. We're very short on lefties or switch hitters. We have Kim and Cruz. Keep that in mind. Colton Cowser and Matt Wallner. Big power guy, cannon of an arm, plays a corner outfield. Colton Cowser plays a great outfield and is really well balanced as primary right fielder. Easy round. Colton Cowser. Isak Paredes. Now, this is where I may differ from the pack. No. Take him if you're decent with him. No, I wouldn't. No, there's no place for him. No, we already have Bregman. It's Leclerc every time. He usually plays, he kind of plays down, but he's been a just absolute demon for me when using him. The super slow slider is fine because he's got a fast cutter, change up sinker, fastball. He's been very solid for me when I've used him on the main squad. So I'll take him. Ooh, I love this round. Why do I love this round? I love this. Guess who's our DH now? Ellie De La Cruz. We just got a power-hitting, elite defensive shortstop. Just an incredible round. Carson Williams is a great pull there. Okay. All right. I have a bench spot available. Renjifo's a great platoon guy, and Merrill Kelly's got the pitch mix. Bobby Witt, decent versus lefties, but no better pinch runner right now. Great guy to have on the bench. We're in gold territory. Willie Adames wouldn't be a terrible pickup. But we're kind of loaded where we're at right now. He is first baseman with a catcher secondary. This is a tough round. We already have our catcher. While Contreras is a better arm, he does not have pop time, and he's a common glove, but a great reaction rating. Doesn't list his blocking. Alvarez is actually low. But Josh Hader would be a good bullpen arm, I think. Who's our first baseman? We already have Gil Hodges. It's our first round pick. A lot of offense here. We have one throwaway spot in the lineup, and he's not even that bad with Jacob Young. And we have Cowser and Wright, who's very good out there, and Braun, who is average at worst out there. So we're locked. We already have our defense. We already have our DH. It's Ellie. I'll load up on pitching. I don't need any more offense. I don't need any more offense. This guy is very good versus lefties. I used him before he got inside edge, so that's pretty crazy. Patrick Sandoval, starter with no sinker. Man, he fell off. Bench bat, kill lefties. That's it. Okay, let's show Lance McCullers. Great arm. Yes, he's lacking a little bit in the control area, clearly. Good pitch speeds, good pitch breaks. Big fan of that guy. Lance McCullers, picked there. Nick Sandlin. Oh, this is a good... Oh, I love Gary, bro. He's hitting like 550 for me in like 2 runs now in BR with like 1 trillion tanks. But this is a crazy round. So as much as I would take Nick Sandlin because he's glitchy now and I used to love him, and Gary, if I didn't have Alvarez, I would take you and put Alvarez on the bench right now. I really would. But we don't need you now. I wish you showed up earlier, brother. Jose Soriano has outlier sinker with a slur, four-seam splitter slider with crazy pitch breaks. He's one of the best. Cold picture for Andrew Benintendi. Good versus righties. So he's playing up. So if you're planning on playing a majority of this draft now, good pickup. Adam Duvall is nerfed, sadly. Yuri Perez no longer has a sinker. This is a poor round overall. I think that Duvall has decent defense. No longer has infield secondaries. Good pinch hitter versus lefties. Benintendi isn't really good at it. He's only playing up right now. That's why he's quite good. I mean, he's 71 power versus righties, 74. Yeah, he's a righty killer right now, but that's pretty much it. We already have too many righties on the bench, so we're gonna have to go Benintendi here. Not my favorite round, but we'll take him. Stan's a menace, but the problem is we have too many righties as it is. The choice is always Dave Parker here. No, we don't have to make that choice yet. He's got pinch hitter, dead red, and breaking ball hitter. He's a very good pinch hitter. We can go with Merrill Kelly. I just don't like Merrill Kelly. He doesn't do well when I use him. Dave Parker is about as good as he's gonna get for a pinch hitter, right? Power versus lefties. Well-balanced versus righties, good vision rating, good clutch, pinch hitter, and all the quirks you need. I mean, he's literally what you need him to be. So we're going to go with Dave Parker, and now our team is set there. Zach Kelly, no. Oh, bad round. Switch hitter, pitcher, okay. This is a bad round. I haven't had a round like this in a minute. That was this bad. I really haven't. You know, I don't want to put any bums in the bullpen, so I'm gonna have to just throw a starter out here. If he's still glitchy, he might be decent. David Peterson is a solid starter. Garrett Whitlock's like releases like bugged. Relief pitcher with 55 stam. Oh my god, yeah. Relief pitcher with 55 stamina. Sinker, changeup, cutter, slider, sweeper. Yeah. Grant Holmes, no. Jake Cousins. Oh, he throws hard as hell. Damn. And Lasagna. I'm gonna have to go with Loizaga here because of the Loizaga has the changeup. We need lefties. Wade Miley is a starter. He has a sinker. I don't want to take anybody else yet. I'll take Wade Miley. He's a soft thrower here, but he's a lefty, so you can get away with that. I need lefties. Erod. Tyler Alexander. No. I think I'll go Erod. There's another lefty. So we'll take a lefty here. We still have a common, which I like to use in my starting rotation, but I don't have a choice here. I need Hector. I could go Hector Neris and hope I hope I get 2 more lefties. He's not bad. I'm gonna take that gamble. Beautiful. Strom is a great lefty to get in the pen. And now we're gonna use our common on a starter, which I love to do. These guys are all terrible. But it's okay, you guys just won't pitch. It's gonna be just another lefty in case we need him. All right. Suarez, outlier, fastball, and sinker, changeup, cutter. Dude, I rocked him earlier when I saw him. Sandlin is glitchy. I'll leave this round up to you guys. You know, overall, if you want Sandlin or Suarez, I'm gonna go with Suarez because of the double outlier. But Sandlin is a little cheeky. I'm gonna go with him because of the double. Okay, so final team. We have just 2 lefties in the pen, which would normally be not great. But we do have 2 starters, including Wade Miley, who has a pitch mix that you need. So you don't really... I find that I need like 3 starters, max 4, but usually just 3. I'll tell you why. They just stamina regenerates, but I go matchup heavy when I play. So when I go in, I literally will not mind wasting a reliever, a lefty, say, as example, or even a righty for 1 batter if it means getting outs in very important parts of the lineup early on in the game. Like first 3 batters, usually the best 3 batters on the team. Say Beltran's hitting first, you're screwed no matter what, but say hitting second is like Juan Soto, right? I would bring in Josh Hader for that 1 batter. I don't care, because relievers only lose stamina for what they throw, and there's no 3 hitter rule in 3 inning games this year. They got rid of that. So there's that. It didn't make any sense to have that rule, by the way, in a 3 inning game. So with stamina being what it was, so I'm glad they made that change. Now, lineup construction. This is where things get fun. So we could have a little bit of fun with this in whatever way you want. But for me, I know Beltran would be nice, or some sort of 5-tool player. But we don't have that luxury of having super speedy. We have Ellie and we have Jacob Young, actually. But we're going to go with Gil Hodges. Why do I go with Gil over like Ellie in the 1 spot? Well, you can if you want to go Ellie in the 1 spot. But for me, I want my leadoff hitter to be, because it's a 3 inning game, it needs to be the guy that I need to get the most at-bats in a game. And I want it to be Gil Hodges. When the lineup turns over, it needs to be Gil Hodges. That's my logic, it's my mindset. Now, after that, I will go with a righty. I'll go back-to-back righties. I'm going to go with Breggy. Then I'm gonna go with Ellie and then Braun. And Cowser overall has good pop. Kim, more pop than Kim, but Kim's a better bat. Cowser's got more power. You can go whatever way you want. I'll go Kim a little bit lower in the lineup, and I'm gonna go Carson Williams over Alvarez here. Actually, Carson Williams maybe over Braun. Braun's a contact hitter versus lefties with that high contact rating, so keep that in mind. It is BR, but keep that in mind. I'll go with Braun in the 4 spot, Carson Williams, and yeah. Fix that real quick. Ellie will be DHing. Not ideal. You'd like to have a DH just be someone. I mean, it doesn't matter because our defense is still solid. I mean, we're absolutely elite. We have Bregman at third base, who's so good out there, high gold. We have Carson, who's an elite at shortstop, and we have Kim, who's elite at second base. And then now I want Young, because I want some speed here in the bottom of the lineup. And we'll have Alvarez here with a little bit of pop there, and that's part of the order. Now, I would even go crazy, and if I wanted to, I would even do this. Because all 3 of these guys are going to mash for me. I don't really care about matchups. And having Ellie here doesn't do anything because, well, actually, I like this. I'll tell you why. He's between 2 absolute lefty annihilators, especially Braun. So you're not going to want to bring in a lefty for Ellie. You can do it for just 1 batter, but I'm forcing you to make that change. I really like this lineup construction here. Gil Hodges, 64 speed's not that bad. It's not that bad. But this kind of traps him. Ellie would be a fantastic leadoff hitter. I just want Hodges to get up the most amount of times. I mean, he's a home run or a double. He's going to score anyways as long as I play good baseball. I don't need bases to be stolen here, really, to be crafty. I'm here to hit seeds. If you want to be crafty, put Ellie in the leadoff spot. That's up to you guys. But this is how I draft. This is how I approach the draft. You know, some say I approach a little bit too crazy. Some say I put too much thought into my lineups. I'll let the results speak for themselves, man. Hey, so this is what I will do with this team. This is how I would draft. This is how I would prepare this team. And that's how I approach lineup construction in this. Otherwise, you gotta just play the game. There's no real strats there other than just using, don't be afraid to use a relief pitcher for 1 batter. That's pretty much it. Hope this video helped you guys. And I hope you guys have a good time when you play BR. You have best luck, no flukes. See you guys soon, all right? Peace. Catch that shit. Give me that. Give me that shit. Who was in center field? Jacob Young. Dude, he's 99 everything, bro. It's a fucking phenom. Ew. Oh, where the hell are you going? I thought it would make me control the shortstop. Yo, Whitlock's glitchy. I faced him 1 time. He has like a weird ass arm angle, bro. See? Well, he throws the ball and then it pops out. I'm insane on both consoles. Do you go to the gym before streaming? No, usually after. Usually after. I like to stream in the mornings, mostly because I just always like playing games in the morning. The PCI is so much more stable on the PlayStation, bro. He's got a glitched arm angle too, bro. There's so many guys this year with that shit. Oh?
Take your baseball 4.
Don't you fucking dare. Oh my god. and immediately ties the game. Bro, this game... Co-op should be just deleted for making me have to play BR again. It has gone from a novelty back when I first tried them in 21 to now people assume it's what you use. It's pretty crazy. I love that.
2 balls, no
I feel
strikes.
like it's just you're not getting better. You're just not allowed to fail as hard. That's all. Like, you're not getting better, I don't think. I think you're just you're preventing yourself from failing drastically. It's a garter, I think. The reason why people want those, by the way, right? For the most part, or why people feel the need to use them, is because we don't have a sensitivity in this game for PCI. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Oh my god. I don't know. BR is random. That's why I don't judge the game based off of BR.
1-0.
If I did, I think this is the worst game of all time. It's so much better when I'm playing ranked. I wouldn't take it personal. Yo, Sung Kim's face model's so fucked. Oh, cool. Nice, man.
That's it out.
Alright, our game's tied. I think I'm actually hitting pretty well. Oh, bad swing. Bro, the PCI stability, though, on PlayStation, that's just much better, bro. Color? I don't really care about the color of it. I think there's plenty of options. I think it just needs to be a sensitivity. And that's Jordan. I'm not even mad about it. It's what I expect at this point. I expect Jordan to just go crazy. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Why are you running? That's a crazy trophy name, bro.
Zero balls, 1 strike.
Everything always got to be interesting. Cole and Cowser, 99 arm. That can't miss, dude. That can't miss. Beautiful pitch, man. All right, let's win the game. Sweaty as hell, game 1. Oh, bad swing. Yeah, Nas, but I'm just not going to spend that much money on a controller again when I like the game, sir, too. He went from underrated to like good to like really appreciated to now like really good in certain situations and just good overall in general. Like, you know, a defense hero is good when they're pretty good on attack if the person using him is decent. So this title is getting dodged. On the line, off the bag. Wow, that's a tough way to lose. Look at it go. Damn. There he goes.